This is Dr. Nidhi Khare. Thank you for joining me. In today's lecture, I will discuss about the basics of group, like what is a group and the features and factors which affect group behavior. So, in this as well as subsequent lectures, we will understand group and different aspects of group behavior and see how the managers can make use of the concept of group behavior to build, align, and focus organizations. Coming to the definition of a group. Drawing from the field of sociology, a group is defined as two or more freely interacting individuals who share collective norms and goals and have a common identity. So, what is a group? Every organization is a group unto itself. A group refers to two or more people who share a common meaning and evaluation of themselves and come together to achieve common goals. In other words, we can also say that a group is a collection of people who interact with one another, accept rights and obligations as members, and share a common identity. Features of a group. If you are working on a joint project or a group assignment, it is very important to discuss and agree your ways of working together before plunging straight into the learning task. This approach will not only make your team more successful, but will help you to avoid common problems that take lots of time, energy, and emotion to resolve. So, it is important to understand the features of a group. Regardless of the size or the purpose of a group, every group has similar characteristics. A group should have at least two people because with a single individual there cannot be any meaningful interaction. Each member of the group must believe that he is a part of the group and be aware of his membership. If he is not aware, there will not be any meaningful interaction. So collective identity of the members is important. Each member should share his ideas with others through communication. So at least occasional interaction should be there. Every group has a common objective. The shared goal interest brings the group members together. Factors affecting group behavior. The success or failure of a group depends upon many factors, like group member resources, group structure, and group processes. The members' knowledge, abilities, skills, and personality characteristics like sociability, self-reliance, and independence are the resources the group members bring in with them when they join a group. The success depends upon these resources as being useful to the tasks which has to be performed. Group structure is defined by group size, group member roles, norms, and group cohesiveness. The size of a group is limited by the possibilities of mutual interaction and mutual awareness. Group size can vary from 2 people to a very large number of people. Small groups of 2 to 10 are thought to be more effective because each member has ample opportunity to take part and engage actively in the group. Large groups may waste time by deciding on processes and trying to decide who should participate next. Roles are sets of behaviors that persons expect of occupants of a position. Role overload occurs when the total of what is expected from someone exceeds what he or she is able to do. As students, you must be aware that students who attempt to handle a full course load and at the same time maintain a social life while working 30 or more hours a week are fully aware of the consequences of role overload. Now, as the individual tries to do more and more in less and less time, stress mounts and personal effectiveness slips. Sometimes people feel like they are being torn apart by the conflicting demands of those around them. Role conflict is experienced when different people expect different things from one person. For example, employees often face conflicting demands between work and family. Role ambiguity occurs when an individual does not know what is expected of them. New employees often complain about unclear job descriptions and vague promotion criteria. Prolonged role ambiguity can foster job dissatisfaction, it can erode self confidence, and hamper job performance. Norms are more encompassing than roles. While roles involve behavioral expectations for specific positions, norms help organizational members determine right from wrong and good from bad. Group members positively reinforce those who adhere to current norms with friendship and acceptance. On the other hand, nonconformists experience criticism and even ostracism. Ostracism is rejection by other group members. Anyone who has experienced the silent treatment from a group of friends would be knowing what a potent social weapon ostracism can be. Norms can be put into proper perspective by understanding how they develop and why they are enforced. So we will understand how norms are developed. Experts say norms evolve in an informal manner as the group or organization determines what it takes to be effective. Generally speaking, norms develop in various combinations of 4 ways, which are mentioned in this and the next slide. First, explicit statements by supervisors or co-workers. For instance, a group leader might explicitly set norms about not drinking alcohol at lunch. Critical events in the group's history. At times, there is a critical event in the group's history that establishes an important precedent. For example, a key recruit may have decided to work elsewhere because a group member said too many negative things about the organization. Hence, a norm against such sour grapes behavior might evolve. Primacy. The first behavior pattern that emerges in a group often sets group expectations. If the first group meeting is marked by very formal interaction between supervisors and employees, then the group often expects future meetings to be conducted in the same way. Last, carryover behaviors from past situations. Such carryover of individual behaviors from past situations can increase the predictability of group members' behaviors in new settings and facilitate task accomplishment. For instance, students and professors carry fairly constant sets of expectations from class to class. Now there's a question for you. As a manager, how would you handle these behaviors if they occurred in your work group? Please think and answer. Now, why norms are enforced? Norms tend to be enforced by group members when they help the group or organization survive, clarify or simplify behavioral expectations, help individuals avoid embarrassing situations, clarify the group's or organization's central values and or unique identity. Every group has a set of norms, a code of conduct about what is acceptable behavior. They may apply to everyone in the group or to certain members only. Some norms will be strictly adhered to, while others permit a wide range of behavior. Group cohesiveness. Cohesiveness refers to the bonding of group members or unity, feelings of attraction for each other, and desire to remain part of the group. Many factors influence the amount of group cohesiveness, like agreement on group goals, frequency of interaction, personal attractiveness, intergroup competition, favorable evaluation, etc. The more difficult it is to obtain group membership, the more cohesive the group will be. Groups also tend to be cohesive when they are in intense competition with other groups or face a serious external threat to survival. Smaller groups and those who spend considerable time together also tend to be more cohesive. Cohesiveness in work groups has many positive effects, including worker satisfaction, low turnover and absenteeism, and higher productivity. However, highly cohesive groups may be detrimental to organizational performance if their goals are misaligned with organizational goals. Highly cohesive groups may also be more vulnerable to groupthink. Groupthink occurs when members of a group exert pressure on each other to come to a consensus in decision making. Groupthink results in careless judgments, unrealistic appraisals of alternative courses of action, and a lack of reality testing. Now coming to the last factor which affects group behavior. This is group processes. Communication, group decision making processes, power dynamics, conflicting interactions and complexity, and interdependence of group tasks are some of the group processes. Decision making by a group is superior because group generates more information and knowledge, group generates diverse alternatives, and group increases acceptance of a solution and also increases legitimacy. This brings us to the end of this lecture. So we have seen that several factors affect group behavior, which in turn affect group decision making, and hence it was important to learn about them. Thank you.